Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 19 of our Federal Spring of 61 campaign in version 1.12. So, no new viewer units this episode, so we'll go straight into the historical record. I have two articles from the Grumpy Times to read into it. Then we'll move on to a recap from there. So once again, as a reminder, these videos are always chaptered, so you can jump around to whichever spot on the video you do so choose. An article from the Grumpy Times, dated 15 September 1862. Second Battle of Sherman. It was early in the evening on the 14th when the 7th Corps ran headlong into what's left of Smith's Corps, Army of Texas. When the scouts returned with the positions of rebel forces, General Mansfield could be heard by anyone outside of the tent, saying, "General Grandpa, let those Rebs go, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let them get away scot-free." A few hours of daylight left, the 7th Corps began its march south, with the men hoping the crossing would be unguarded. By the time 7th Corps marched across a wide, shallow creek, it was 10:30 at night, forcing them to set up camp for the evening. At 7 in the morning, Colonel Alfred Pleasanton was ordered to take his 1st U.S. Cavalry to the left flank of the Corps, try to get behind the rebel lines. After around half an hour, both sides fired their cannons at each other, with it being about 5 till 10 in the morning. I could see the boys of the 7th Corps begin to march forward across an open field. It was after the skirmish when they asked one of the aides of General Mansfield about why the 7th marched straight in. The aide said the general yelled to them, "If I don't do something right now, both General Duval and Fremont will just sit there staring at the rebels, so send the men straight forward into an attack." 10 after 10, I could see the Union boys being fired into as they marched forward until they stopped to open fire into rebel skirmishers. As 7th Corps engaged the rebel skirmishers, the rebel brigades on their right flank started to march, which looked like they were trying to withdraw from the right. It wasn't even a minute after seeing the Rebs start to move. Colonel Pleasanton gave the order to charge to now expose rebel flank. As the 1st U.S. Cavalry started its ride, I witnessed the rebel cavalry make their own charge into one of the 7th Corps brigades, which turned out to be the 3rd U.S. Infantry. After 2 or 3 volleys from the 3rd, the rebel cavalry charge petered out before those rebels began to turn tail and run. It wasn't until 10:30 when I came on a slight rise, where I could see the 7th Corps almost having the rebels surrounded. At the time being about 10:45, the rebel brigades that were not running started to pull back as they were firing. 10 till 11, 1st U.S. Cavalry charged those remaining rebels. As the cavalry hit the rebel lines, I could see some of them drop their rifles and start to run in a panic. It was 10 after 11 when the last of the rebels were driven from the field. At the end of the fighting, the 7th Corps lost around 500 wounded or killed, with the Rebel Army of Texas losing 3,500 wounded or killed. The biggest loss of the Rebel Army was General Ewell being wounded. At the end of this skirmish, only time will tell if the Union 1st Army drove the rebels out of Texas for good. The second article from the Grumpy Times, dated 2nd October 1862. Quick victory at the 11th Battle of Washington. It was early in the morning when news of one corps of the Army of the Ohio crossed the Potomac River, just west of the capital. The rebels trying to cut 3rd Corps off from the 4th Corps by crossing the Rock Creek and marching on Washington from the north. It was 8 in the morning when some rebel cavalry came riding up the Blackton's Mill Road, only to meet skirmishers deployed a few yards in front of the main line. 8:30, and at least 1, maybe 2 brigades came up to support the rebel cavalry. Some skirmishers pushed on the rebel cavalry. I was in earshot of General Scott when I could hear him saying that rebel cavalry doesn't look like they know what they want to do. It was after the fighting when I got to talk with Colonel Tower from the Cape Cod Cavalry about what the cavalry was up to in the fighting. He said it was around 10 till 9 when the Cape Cod and the Death Hussars tried to flank the attack. The Rebs had their rear on the other side of the Rock Creek when we rode at several rebel cavalry brigades. 9:30 when General Cadwalader's 9th Division was ordered to push on the rebel flank along Rock Creek. It was 4 till 11 when the fighting between the 9th Division and the rebels began, with both the Death Hussars and Cape Cod Cavalry in the rear of the Rebs. After a few volleys, the 9th Division had pushed the rebels on the left flank out of their positions and kept pushing, trying to roll up the whole rebel line. I think the whole rebel army could hear General Scott yelling, "Why the hell hasn't those bastards started to pull back?" It was about 11:15 when the rebels began to withdraw from the battle. About 12, rebels had left the field in the hands of the 3rd Corps, with General Scott saying it took longer than expected to win this nice victory. The fighting over in the 11th Battle of Washington, with the 3rd Corps losing only about 300 men wounded or killed. The Army of Ohio losing around 5,500 men wounded or killed. The rebels sending 3 understrength divisions to attack. Looks like this might be the last gasp of the Rebs this fighting season. But only time will tell. Once again, as always, I do enjoy these letters, newspaper articles, and diary entries you guys have all been sending to me, so I gotta say, just keep them coming. They are always fun to read. All right, so last episode, as the articles just stated, we did get up into two fights. You had the 11th Battle of Washington over here, seeing off Pendleton's Corps. No, that's a different army. We got another force coming up on us. Where'd the Army of Maryland go? Well, we did fight the Army of, not the Army of Maryland, Army of Ohio over here. Looks like we got the Army of Maryland coming in on us. Not in a siege. That's odd. Oh, McGowan's Corps, Army of Ohio. So why is Pendleton's Army of Maryland here? Unless they got drawn to the fight and getting involved. That's probably what happened. That does happen sometimes. It did seem off here at 11th, like I said, 11th Battle of D.C. Still a ton of rebel corps over in the area, but they've really stripped a lot of troops out of these forces and not doing much with them right now. Looks like I have another corps moving back towards Marietta. There's only 5,000 men in it, so I'm not worried about it. Once I flip Marietta back to their control, I'll just send First Corps to go retake that. Second Corps right now is moving on Evansville, Indiana, to take on Hampton's Corps. I'm not sure if they're going to stand and fight. They only have 16,000 men with 31,000 bearing down on them. Army of Tennessee is over here, but they only have about 4,500 men, so I don't know if they're close to the area. Look at the Missouri State Guard, which is at 0 gone up to 7,000, so they stripped all their troops. That's got to be bad intelligence. So, Second Corps has been a little busy running around, but nobody wants to fight them. There's just too many men in the there's too many men in the Corps for anybody to want to fight them. Then we had another battle up here at the Second Battle of Sherman, as 7th Corps was tracking south out of Sherman, as they did come up from Fort Belknap and came back around this way to chase the Corps away. I didn't think they were going to stand and fight, but they didn't. So the Corps that was sitting here fought 7th, and now they are retreated back up to Indian territories. I was really hoping that these guys would retreat eastwards back into Louisiana, Arkansas, but it looks like we're going to have to chase them through the Indian territory, which I did not want to do. But they are really low on troops now also. We've just bled the rebels of all their troops. So 5th Corps is going to remain in position now at Dallas. 7th Corps is going to remain up here at Clarksville to start moving against the fortifications in the Indian territories come spring. 5th will begin moving against Shreveport as soon as the spring begins. And 6th Corps right now is still sitting at Indianola. And their readiness is down again, so I got to wait for it to get back up into the orange at least before I can move them on to Beaumont and get them ready to push on to New Orleans come the spring. Our fleet should be good to go again. Yep, so we're going to start moving our fleet against the fortifications here. See if we can't take a few more of those over, because I don't want to send troops to take these forts down the swamps. You'll just lose a lot of men to attrition that way. Alright, that covers everything for right now. So, next fight should be up here with 2nd Corps, but I don't see Hampton standing there to take them on. But you never know. I'll be back. Alright, that did not take long at all, as we have now Jackson's Corps, Army of Virginia, making a push on Washington, once again going up against our 3rd Corps. They're under command of Henry Jackson, not Stonewall, Henry Jackson. They're bringing 24,975 infantry, just under 1,500 cavalry and 15 guns. Once again, going up against our almost 60,000 infantry, 9,100 cavalry, and 114 guns. I mean, that's what both our corps on the field. I think they'd make an attempt at Frederick again at this point, but yeah, they want to pound their heads into the walls of Washington. So, I'll see you all on the other side of the load screen. Welcome, everybody, to the 12th Battle of Washington. Having too many fights here. So, basically exact same setup as last time, except this time I have the 10th Infantry Division on the right, the 11th in the center, and the 9th on the left flank. It's really holding the same position with the engineers in reserve. And I left the cavalry on this heights over by the Mosier Farms. Kind of just don't want to have happen what I had last time, where I took out half their army with the cavalry division back here by Argyle Mill. So we're going to let them try and get up here and prepare for an attack before I basically shut the jaws on them. So 7 o'clock in the morning, probably going to be about 3 or 4 hours were to get to us as they're coming in once again at this location here along Pierce's Mill Road. So I'll be back once I have contact with the rebels. Alright, it's 09:20 in the morning, and we've had the rebels sighted for a little bit here. And it looks like they're trying to set up for a proper attack. One of their brigades has advanced against my skirmishers on the right flank. Their 10th Infantry Division sits out right now. It looks like moving under strength division forward to take on that location. Not the best idea in the world. Is that a whole division? No, that's a detachment, so. Oh, there comes another brigade. Clayburn's on his way also. So I've just been letting this attack develop for a little bit, and I have sent the cavalry down around the rear. So the Death Hussars are on their way over here to Piney Branch Road, coming on the rear of the rebel right flank. And the Cape Cod cavalry is on its way to Blagden's Mill Road to come in central rear of the rebels. So I really don't think they're going to push in for a main attack. They might. But once my cavalry's in position, I'm definitely going to be pushing forward with one. Let's advance these two divisions just a little bit and see what happens. Maybe they'll come out and play. Kind of doubtful. Oh, they pushed my skirmishers in. Alright, looks like we got some main brigades closing on each other now. Who's that? He's Kentucky bootleggers. You have the Greenskins right next to them making their combat debut. Well, technically they did fight in the last battle, but they really didn't do any fighting. Yeah, sorry about that. Moved the screen a little off here. Just looking for my lighter. Okay, what the hell happened here? I didn't order this. Stop. It's fine. You know what? Since we're doing that, Iron Brigade push forward and support. You gotta know my cavalry's here. Where's the Cape Cod boys at? They are. Boys pushed up just a bit more. Cavalry's almost in position, so I'm not so worried about it. call in your skirmishers. What I wanted, there we go. Once those infantry lines close in, I'll send the cavalry down the road. Should be holding about there, yep. Start closing in. Not gonna wait for the division order. Why would you get cross orders like that? Come on. No. Eagles, why aren't you moving? Keep advancing these boys, otherwise they're going to stop at extreme range. Advance and push those skirmishers in. And Confederate left is about collapsed. Gotta wait for their infantry lines to get engaged over here. All right, greenskins. Close enough. Give him the bayonet. Good job, greenskins. Reforming. Who's wounded? Richardson. Division commander. Someone's got a promotion. All right, bootleggers. Go get them. What the hell are you guys doing? You get thrown in a hand-to-hand? Yeah. All right, Death Hussars, our cavalry's heading your way. Go get him, Hussars. Good God. Come in on the rear of this brigade, please. Your back's turned. The brigade got distracted again. You can stop chasing those boys. Used to putting up a proper fight this time. Iron Brigade, get your asses up here. Go. There they go. They are retreating. All right, Cape Cod, give me one good charge here, and we'll consider you guys redeemed after this fight. There we go. Good job, boys. Keep going. Prove everybody wrong about what they say about you, boys, including me. Look at that battery. I want this damn core broken. Once that battery's gone, that'll be the last of them. Caught them, come on. What are you boys doing? There they go. Speed this along. Just keep reforming. Just go away. Stop reforming. Give me a second here. Something got the dog set off. All right. Caused about the same amount of casualties to them this time. We took quite a few more, almost 500 more casualties in this battle, but we did let them get set up for an attack, and I just pushed in before they did. So we took down 5,500 of their 26,000 infantry, 350 of their 1,500 cavalry, got all 20 of their guns. Bottom line says 5,500. It's way more than that. We lost 927 of our 57,000 infantry, 156 of our 9,100 cavalry, 0 of our guns stole, also 1,083 of our 68,041 men. All right, let's get this saved real fast, and we'll go over to paperwork. All right, combat reports. Engineers didn't fight. Cavalry Division, Cape Cod Cavalry, did 1,375 to infantry, took 488 prisoners, total of 1,863. Death Hussars did 8 to cavalry, took 58 prisoners, and 14 artillery prisoners for a total of 80. Division total 1,943. So Cape Cod Cavalry, you are officially redeemed from this battle. 10th Division, Greenskins did 5-8 in infantry, took 65 prisoners, total 645. East Kentucky Bootleggers did 598 to infantry, captured 17, 31 to artillery for total 652. Iron Brigade did 268 to infantry, 47 to artillery for total 317. Division total 1,614. 11th Division, 3rd Brigade did 347 to infantry, 1 to artillery for total 348. 2nd Brigade did 226 to infantry. And Lincoln's Nolichucky Legion did 298 to infantry, 3 to artillery for total 308. Division total of 882. 9th Division, Screaming Eagles did 127 to infantry, 172 to cavalry for a total 301. The Grey Death did 311 to infantry, 89 to cavalry for a total 410. And Churchill's Iron did 308 to infantry, 19 to artillery for a total 334. Division total 1,045. Artillery, 5th U.S. Artillery did 107 to infantry, 3 artillery for a total 110. 3rd Artillery did 40 infantry, 1 artillery for total 42. Indiana Battery did 11 infantry, 3 artillery for total 14. And 2nd Colorado Battery did 46 infantry. Division total 212. On top of redeeming themselves, Cape Cod Cavalry got themselves the Grumpy Seal of Approval for this battle. Good job, boys. All right, officers. I believe we lost just the one. And it was a division commander, so Richardson's got to get replaced. We'll see who's taking his job. Oop, button. See if we got any of their officers. Capture Colonel Walthall. Wounded Wilcox. And that's it. One wounded, one captured. Not the best showing on taking down their officers. I'll get closed out of here, and I'll see you on the other side of the load screen. Victory at the 12th Battle of Washington, D.C. The Jackson's Corps retreating in panic. The Evansville probably suffered total casualties of 5,764 men. There are 654 killed and 1,437 captured. Our casualties total 1,083 men, with 185 killed, 144 missing, and the rest are wounded. Captured 3,300 rifles, 11 guns from the field, and sent 1,400 soldiers down to our prison camp, and they're just going to get paroled and released back into the wild right away. Looks like an actual general took the defamation on that battle. That's fine by me. Sometimes they're blaming on too many low-ranking guys. Wish I could burn this prison down over here. Where is it? There it is. Here we go. Back into the wild, boys. Alrighty, I'm going to go through the ranks real fast, see who our replacement division commander is, so I'll be back with that. And I found the perfect man to be the replacement. It honestly should be an army commander with this, with these ratings. Promote him real fast, see if we don't lose that. Nope, he'll still be the best one. Yeah, 14 command stars. He lost 1 command star for that promotion because he had 15. No one else has got 15. So, Brigadier General Reynolds, commander of the Bethlehem Steel, is going to be getting that division, Pennsylvania unit. He's Maryland, but are you a professional? Yes, you are. Okay. So Buchanan is replacing him. Reynolds is now taking that division. So Reynolds is now the commander of the 10th Infantry Division. All right. Please don't attack up here again. I know I'm going to state I'm opening my big ass mouth, but please stay quiet here for the rest of the winter. I don't need any more battles at Washington. Maybe another one at Frederick. No more at Washington. Sit in place and recover for the winter, damn it. So I'll be back. And lo and behold, I did not expect this to happen. So, General Johnston looks like he wants to put up a fight against our 2nd Corps at Evansville. So we're bringing 28,857 infantry, 1,455 cavalry, and 62 guns, going up against their 16,752 infantry, no cavalry, and no guns. That's... What the hell are you thinking? What are you thinking? There's nobody here to support you. What are you thinking? I feel this one's going to be pretty short, so I'll see you all on the other side of the load screen. Welcome, my grunts, to the Battle of Evansville, Indiana. So amazingly enough, this is actually 2nd Corps' first battle, so none of these guys have been battle tested yet at all. And it's October of 62. So it is a Copperton map. We do have to attack down here by the Bryce Farm. So I'm going to make this as straightforward as possible. We're just going to come straight down the road and push right into these guys. Shouldn't need more than 2 divisions for this attack, though I'm going to bring everybody into the region and see what they got set up. But 16,000 men, probably 6 to 7 brigades. So I'll see you once I make contact with the rebels. All right, it's 11:50 in the morning, and finally have my divisions in place. Not entirely. The rebels are all deployed in a double line formation over here. I'm about to push them against that river. So I do have the 18th Division pushing in on their right flank here. I'm hoping to send the Irish Brigade to block this crossing point here to help pick up any extra casualties while they are retreating. Actually, I probably should send the Buffalo Soldiers to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's head over here and we'll swing you around that way. And I have the 8th Division and 15th Division pushing in on their fronts, respectively. Still waiting for the artillery to come up, but that's going to take a while yet, so, because the nearest battery is still back here. And the rest of them are all tripping over each other. Even though I ordered them up separately, somehow they just started tripping over each other. And the Cyclone Blacksmiths are actually back here working on some defensive works to get their engineer perk up and running. No more complaining about latrine duty. Actually, I have you guys building a wall today. Double time, please. That was your division commander all the way back there for. Is there a fence right there? Yeah. All right. 18th, start pushing in. Same with the 8th. I'm going to fit all 3 brigades from that division into there. Start pushing up to there. Looks like the Dusty Britches got first blood on this one. Oh, I ordered you all the way over there. All right. Get down here if you can arrive in time. Bert, get your minute double, please. They're moving away from us. So lock them against this river if we can. Boys trying to get over the bridge, or are you going to stand there and fight? Looks like they want to fight us here, but I want to get troops in front of that bridge if I can. Oh, it's a full brigade. I thought that was skirmishers. The way they're standing there doesn't look like a brigade. Stop there before you get in the hand-to-hand, please. What are you boys doing? At the double, please. You boys are not in position. Move up. How's this brigade doing? I know I give you advance orders. Move the hell up, please. Mar, get your boys up here. The Irish are going to miss out on the fight. Get over there without them running into a brigade. Alright, Trapper, show everybody how you can fire. Would have been nice if I could have gotten these sirs into position. They're about to break. This is our first battle, so The hell are you doing all the way back here, Palmer? This is not a good spot for you to be. It's going to very quickly shift over to a major victory for us. And then with these sirs, kind of saw that coming. Where the hell's their division commander? Here we go, finally got your boys in a fight, Mar. I need you in position, please. I have the chance to entrap this core and it's slipping through my fingers. Yep, look at them go. They're pulling back over that bridge. Finally, 1st Kentucky getting up here. Lost 28 men riding through a retreating unit. Dismounted, please. Just fire into them. Put those sharps to work. They're shooting fish in a barrel now, boys. Keep in it. Left an opening there. Get over here, please. That's it. Should have these guys standing close to their bridge. Getting their brigades to surrender, but still a good victory for us. We did lose a lot of men, though. Compared to our previous battles, that's a big loss for us, but trying to shove in fresh units, and they were all exhausted when I started the attack, was just not going as according to plan. So X20. We didn't lose anybody, did we? No. So finally, Second Corps got its first blood. Right, we lost 1,153 of our 28,852 infantry, 32 of our 1,455 cavalry. Total loss of 1,185 or 31,218 men. We took down 3,400 of their 17,000 infantry, and that's all they had on the field was that infantry. There's actually a few more infantry than my initial reports had them at. Alright, let's go through the combat logs real fast. The Buffalo soldiers did 221 to infantry, captured 66 for a total of 287. Hope Sergeant Michael Wade was not among the casualties. That's the unit he serves in, and I kind of a connoisseur of the letters his wife and him send back and forth to each other. Cyclone Blacksmiths did not fight. 15th Infantry Division, 2nd East Surreys did 463 to infantry. 1st Mass did 589 to infantry, plus up to 597. 1st Kentucky did 126 to infantry, division total 1,186. 8th Infantry, Dusty Britches did 438 to infantry, plus up to 439. Harper's Ferry Raiders did 317 to infantry. 2nd Ohio did 3 to infantry. Division total 759. 18th Infantry Division, Irish Brigade did 261 infantry, captured 17 for total 287. Carson's Trappers did 506 to infantry, plus up to 537. They caught a lot of command staff in their volleys. 2nd Mass did 142 to infantry, plus up to 143. Division total 967. Looks like Carson's Trappers have the seal of approval for this battle. Nope, 1st Mass took it. 1st Mass is 597 to 537. So 1st Massachusetts got the grumpy seal of approval for this battle, and the artillery did not get into the fight. We didn't lose any of their... Oh, we wounded Johnston. So we took out their commanding officer. Hampton. So the Army commander and the Corps commander were both wounded. Damn. No wonder they collapsed so fast. 2 of their division commanders. We wounded Pemberton. We killed Anderson. All right. Wow. I mean, that's big. We got the Army commander, the Corps commander, and 2 of the 3 division commanders. That's huge. We usually don't get that many high-ranking officers in one go. It's usually a bunch of brigade commanders, battery commanders, but the Army commander, the Corps commander, and 2 division commanders, that's a big hit. And we'll get closed out of here, and I will see you all on the outside of the load screen. Victory at Evansville. The Army of Kentucky retreating in panic. Evans reportedly suffered total casualties of 3,355 men. There are 418 killed and 995 captured. Our casualties total 1,185 men, with 123 killed, 170 missing, and the rest are wounded. Captured 2,000 rifles from the field and sent 934 soldiers off to our prison camps. And General Hurlbut became became famous out of that fight, and General Semmes lost face. Shouldn't have been General Semmes. It should have not been him. All right. Higher casualties than I would like, but this was 2nd Corps' first battle, so that was always a possibility. After all this time, they finally got to see the elephant. Let's roll this battle off. I only moved the game 2 days in this episode. orders to move into Evansville proper. Properly supplied. I do believe this is a good place to end this episode. So once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, if you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so alert the next video comes out. If you'd like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. And as always, comments, please do keep them coming. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.